Nanata. Ching. You want to take a picture of there? Oh, it's grapes na? It's grapes. Ching.
Kami kaya itong entrada kay gets na ko ang iyang kuan. We're here.
Come on. Hi everyone.
Hello everyone. Welcome to Belltown Orchard here in Glastonbury. This is Muriel and this is Vanette for V&V. This is our feature this afternoon. We are happily out. Bisan tugnaw.
Because we want to apple pick.
Pick apples. Mamunit mig apple in other words.
Di ta mamunit. Mo
unsa may Bisaya ana?
Musaya. Basta good.
Mukuha og apple from the kahoy.
Ani ba? Mao na atong buhaton. Ibton from the tree.
And isulod dayon din
sa bag.
Yeah, and that costs $2.99 per pound.
And to fill this bag
will be 10 pounds.
Duriya sa kalibo na.
Sa ato sa Cebu.
Bravo, picking a cold.
So cool. Let me try this. It's so juicy.
Loki. This is an apple.
It's so yummy.
A-P-P-L-E. Mukaon og green na apple, mo na'y ginasulti na mas gagmay ang ilang sala. Wala na gani, mo na'y
Dagan ang kay kag sala.
But
Oh
it is
my
only
God.
a folklore. You want to know the legend of the apple?
Sige,
Okay.
tell us a story.
Tell us a story.
Long ago, maybe when the world was created, in creation, and God made the heavens and the earth and the apples.
Is that your
And
version?
God said to Adam and Eve, do not eat of the fruit that is in the garden. But it was an apple.
What was it?
Only us says that it was the apple.
But how
But
come?
it was only a fruit. Because the Bible
There's no
said it was a
specification.
fruit. It wasn't an apple. Ay,
Okay.
So to continue with our story,
Mhm.
the Bible said that God told Adam and Eve not to eat of the fruit that is in the garden. But it wasn't really stated that that fruit was an apple.
Mhm.
And so poor apple.
How did it become an apple?
Because people just like presume it was an apple. Maybe because an apple is red. So let's go to the red apples over there.
So what was it?
If you see, these are the red apples.
Mhm.
And it was said that people just assumed that God was speaking about an apple when he said, do not eat of the fruit
Mhm.
in the garden. So that's one thing that we have to consider what fruit was it? It was definitely not the apple. And so when you get in, it's going to get out fast. And so that's
So
fiber.
it's very healthy,
natural
no?
fiber.
Healthy
Yeah.
for the belly and the
Yeah.
gut.
An apple a day keeps
Keeps the doctor away.
But be careful with the apple if a witch gives it to you.
But if you're not Snow White, it's okay.
What?
So here in Glastonbury, daghan sa king pumpkin. Unya si Vanette kay magluto man ni siya, mangutana ko ani niya, what does she make out of pumpkin? So imong luto
Kung
ba?
Amerikana, pumpkin pie. Kung
Yeah.
Binisaya, butangan o gata o munggos.
Oh, do you do that?
No.
Oh, you do?
No, I did it once ago. Once upon a time. It was long ago. But the nice thing here, pumpkin, they also have butternut squash.
Which is dool-dool sa to.
Yeah, dol sa ato. Then you can make spaghetti out of that. Now that I made.
Oh,
So-
I tried that, but it was
Yeah.
from the grocery store.
No,
Not
you can,
fresh.
No, you can get fresh and then kagud nimo. It's so good.
And that's really healthy, no?
Lots
That's
of healthy, fiber, lots of butter.
Oh,
Healthy.
but dapat way butter.
Then
but-
olive oil.
That's how you make it delicious.
Yeah, with the
Bisag way butter.
bisagway butter, olive oil, you know.
So you made a squash spaghetti?
Spaghetti. Yeah, you just scrape
Scrape it?
and then like spaghetti, then you cook it like.
Patilawan niya ko na van.
One of these days. One
Sige,
of these
ha?
days.
Promise na siya.
Oh,
See you around.
see you around.
So I hope you enjoyed our tour here in Glastonbury. Daghan imong nakuha ba na apple?
Different
Oh,
colors.
busog kay ko sa apple. Very fresh, juicy, dami. We hope you enjoyed the show. And
Yeah.
you too, Van, you enjoyed it?
Of course. Thank you everyone for those watching who watched.
See you soon. See you again
Soon.
soon.
Bye.
Now we go to New England, which is right now Massachusetts. In 1620, 102 pilgrims and their families came to Plymouth on board the Mayflower. They suffered religious suppression, so they had to leave. They had to leave England. They went to Netherlands, but they were not welcome in Netherlands. So they sailed again, and they found the Cape Cod, or the Bay of Cape Cod, and so they landed on Plymouth, which later became the Massachusetts Bay Colony, but it was originally called the Plymouth Colony. Half of the 102 separatists died along the travel. So women and children, many of them died. So they didn't have any trouble with natives because they were a few in number. So the first Thanksgiving feast was noted to be in 1621.
The Pilgrims.
By Governor William Bradford, and it was written that Pocanet tribe was the one who shared the meal with Puritans.
Present day Indian tribe leaders doubted the Thanksgiving feast that Westerners claimed. They said they never welcomed colonization. There were horrific tribal wars which happened since they arrived.
So these pictures are all by Western artists, and so you see how very elaborate
And pilgrim centered these are. More and more separatists came to New England. In 1630, Puritans came with their families. They wanted to purify the English church from the vestiges of the Catholic Pope.
Now, American Puritanism was the early expression of American life. The Puritans were so strict. They had no business on Sundays. They were very religious and they were so loyal to their spouses. They don't drink and they strictly observed family traditions. And other than the Puritans, the other separatists were separatists from the Church of England were Quakers who went to Maryland because they were persecuted when they reached Boston. And then there were Catholics, and then there were Baptists. And so people with different religious persuasions came. And New York was mainly Episcopalian and Calvinist. In New England, Harvard University, the oldest school in the US, was founded. It was founded by a Puritan Reverend John Harvard in 1636, and it became the center of elite white education. The character at that time was like the Indians were attacking um, hordes of immigrants coming from Britain. And so, but the first massacre was at the Piqua tribe, where 500 of them were killed. The Piqua tribe did not agree to um, vacating their land, and so they fought against the Puritans. And you know, the Puritans increased in number, and they also had increased firepower. So eventually, the natives
Lost their land to the Westerners.
the Thanksgiving holiday had been practiced gradually in the localities until President George Washington called for a national holiday of it, and then which is on the third Thursday of November. But for the natives, this was considered a day of mourning, and because they would either assimilate or they will die. Now, there are local apology statements that the U.S. government had done for the pain caused to the native populations. President Reagan, Clinton, and Obama had executive orders, but these are not real. Like these are just token because once you apologize, um, it means what? Are you going to give back their land? Can you can you make them whole again? That is the most unlikely thing because between the Westerners and the natives, it was a clash of culture and values, and it was a clash of ownership of land. So there seems to be no resolution to that. The lesser force will have to give in to the greater force, which was the Westerners.